G'day viewers, well I got the back cover off this fridge. It's just a protector and a heat guard for the condenser. Give it a good wash with the hose now. And just got some shit out of the coil. Look at those wires. If I touch it, just crumbles more and more. Bit of an awkward space to work in, but I've got access to all that. Taken the thermostat out. She's got a looking pretty good in there, which is a good thing. Normally, before 1940, you had a ice build-up problem in these things that had stuck to get the relay stuck, and the compressor is running forever basically. You can see that after I cleaned some contacts, which is pretty sparked in there. Underneath, we've got a little resistor here, and that acts as a heater. I'm pretty sure this. I like following David Allen. He's also on YouTube too, Fridge Collector. Pretty good genius on these, so basically that resistor heats up and then this just stops any ice build-up forming around those contacts. And if that resistor fails, then the build-up of ice in this in the freezer compartment here where it is, it's quite awkward, fills up with ice so the relay gets stuck, and that's it, the compressor just gets the beads 24/7. So yeah, it won't just keep going basically. Looks pretty corrosion free in here, which is good. Very good, Nick. I want to have a some position this light here. I can't get a good lighting position here. I might have to use the camera light. This is a light for the light in the fridge. That's pretty lovely, which is good. That's another light coming back. One goes, no, one goes to the light. And this must go back to the switch. But both these wires are still quite rubbery, which is good. I don't want to disturb this pipe work too much. The board on tube, I don't want to damage that. And this bye-bye thermostat. Move works. There's a move freely. Click on, click off. Now I've got to get in there and look at those contacts. So I'm going to have to try and move this so I can get behind it. You see where it's arc and spark in there, the contacts. Contacts look alright. I will clean them though, to be on the safe side. My camera can't get a good position on this. The contacts don't look too bad, but I'm going to clean them anyway, because I get the arc flash over the years off it. They don't look pitted that I can see. I can't see pitting on them, but I'm going to clean them anyway to be on the safe side. I'm going to take this back off, and that's where the this wire here is, which is crumbly. Most of that is in here, that stiffness. Bloody hell, that's stiff. I have to take the back screw off that, take this wire off. I'm going to cut it here, just so I could reference where the active and neutral and earth connections go on this thing, because this is earthed to mains. It's so stiff though, it's just hard to work with. I reckon I'm going to have to snip it, just pull it all out. That is super stiff. As for the compressor, like all GM, like the cars too, General Motors thing I suppose, it leaks all on it. It's a General Motors thing. I have got a contact of a local a fridge repairer, appliance repairer, as a Frigie. He's retired now, but he's worked with these old collectible fridges, and he still does. He restores them professionally, regasses them, rewires them, redoes of pipe work or compressor repairs. So I'll have to when I rewire this, we'll see how we go. If it actually still cools, that's if there's I'm assuming it's if there's enough full charge of refrigerant in the system, which I doubt, but if it does actually still cycle a lot and cool properly, I'm going to try and get to these and just seal them up and go from there. But if it's low on gas, I'll just take those terminals off and just get some good washers or something in there, or get some I don't know if you could use RTV silicone or something. Just go around and just RTV silicone around the seal there and just do it with that. The oil smells good, not burnt, which is a good thing. But that's, yeah, It's probably the oiliest one yet I've come across. And you can see the wires there, where we're going to get to, where we're going to work. Getting to that relay is a bit of a challenge. So I've got to get to that. I'll probably undo those ring nuts. They're ring nuts holding that relay on. I can take that off and the relay will drop lower and I can get access to it. The other wires here, they've got some length to them, so they're not failing. They're still in good nick. I'm able to fix that bit. Let's try to think. There's a 1930s wire. This power cord and that wire on the compressor's been replaced at some point. That looks like a 1960s, 1970s extension cord there. That doesn't look original. I was hoping whoever replaced that was careful in those terminals. I wonder. They replaced that wire, but didn't replace that black wire. Anyway, must have been a long time ago. Anyway, it's original. Anyway, let's get into it. This is another thing to work on, this broken door. Cut up with that back in the shape. And I'm probably going to solder this. Just as long as it'll stick. That'll be a challenge. I don't want to get too much heat into it and melt it or warp it and deform it and it looks crap on the outside. I've got to be careful here. But I want a bead along there and a bead along here just to reinforce this door here. Anyway,